Strange Block Beats.
Sky was angry, the wind would bite. The waves were roaring in the dead of night. Fear crept in like a thief unseen. Oh, where's the calm? Where's the serene? Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. He spoke the words and bent the will. The stood unshaken while we shook. Eyes like fire, the storm he took. Not a whisper of doubt in his steady tone. He stilled the sea like it was his own. The winds they bowed, the waves they knelt. The power of his voice we felt. Yeshua told the water, peace be still. Oh, he spoke the words and meant the will. The storm obeyed the master's thrill. Yeshua told the water, peace be still. Oh, the raging heart, it calms like this. With just a word and heaven's kiss. Oh, when chaos calls and fear runs wild, he speaks the peace to every child.
A big salute, family. It's your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved mighty nation of Israel, I say peace and blessings. That right there was produced by my sister Dee. She's cold, man. Very talented. The first video she did was I got scatterbrain. The first one she did was the Valley of Death, and she did this one, Peace Be Still. Family, there's a lot going on in the world. Donald Trump, Russia, China, Iran, the fake state of Israel, NATO, the European, nations. And I want y'all to pay attention to the fact that Donald Trump is acting just like Ahab in the Bible. Ahab, who was married to Jezebel, and he was acting like a little child because he wanted somebody to sell their vineyard to him. The man was like, no, I ain't selling my vineyard to you. This was passed down to me from my fathers. Ahab run in the house and go tell Jezebel, man, he won't sell me his vineyard. I really want it. So Jezebel, her being wicked, she go kill the man, take the vineyard and give it to Ahab. What is Donald Trump doing right now, y'all? I'm asking, what is Donald Trump doing right now? Is he not trying to take Greenland from the people of Greenland? Is he not trying to take Greenland from the people of Denmark? Now, in the Bible, when the Lord was telling us we should not move our neighbor's landmark, he was talking about the Israelites moving each other boundaries. But that also applied to people outside of Israel, because we can't go to Ham's land and start moving Ham's landmark. Ham can't go to Japhet land and start moving his landmark. Trump is acting like a baby, a child, a kid. This man want to use military action against Greenland because they don't want to sell Greenland to Trump. Now, you might ask yourself, why Trump want Greenland so bad? What is it about Greenland? It is one of the most largest islands in the world, and it has untapped resources. Let me say it again. They have resources that has not been touched yet. Trump want Greenland for military mobility so they can get an advantage. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. What nations y'all see fighting each other and doing all this of back and forth and threatening each other? What nations are these? Gentile, European, Caucasian nations. What did the Lord say he gonna do? Every sword gonna be against his brother or family. You just get out the way. Because at the end of the day, all this must take place for us to go home. We can't go home until after the tribulation. So what's going to be going on before we go home? A lot of chaos, fighting, threats, war, civil unrest, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. It's going to be chaos. And guess who it's going to be with? European, Caucasian, white folk. I told y'all the Lord is going to fight for you, Israel. You got to go and hide in your chambers, go in your house, close your doors, pray, seek his face, and stay out the way. Now, I want to say this too. Absolutely, woke Yosef. This is nothing but prophecy, family. It's written all throughout the Bible. The Gentile nations, he told them what he was going to do to them. Not only for what they did to Israel, for what they have done to the earth. They have destroyed the earth, people. They have destroyed the earth, people. Now, don't get me wrong. When we ruled the earth, well, when we was in rulership, because we didn't ever rule the whole planet earth. But when he allowed Israel to be in prosperity, we messed up. He let Ham get him a little bit of shine. He messed up. Now he letting Japhet get him a little bit of shine, and this man had destroyed the whole earth, family. Now, at least we can say Israel ain't destroyed the whole earth. We can even say Ham, he didn't destroy the whole earth. Man, Japheth's children have destroyed the whole earth, family. Let's just keep it 1,000. The European nations, Caucasian people, have destroyed this whole planet earth, family. So now prophecy is unfolding and they about to turn their weapons on each other, family. They already doing it right now. Because everybody think the people in Iran, they not Gentiles. Yes, they are, family. They the Persians. You remember the Medes and the Persians in the Bible? They were Gentiles. So the people of Iran are Gentiles, family. Russia, Gentiles. Donald Trump, Gentile. European nations, Gentiles. The people in the so-called state of Israel, fake Jews, Gentiles. Guess what they doing? Fighting each other, threatening each other. I'm going to put weapons on you. Hey, I'm going to bomb you. I'm going to do this. Hey, family. We hiding in our chambers. We hiding in our chambers. We staying out the way. This has everything to do with us, but not this fight don't have nothing to do with us. See, when Trump was kind of moving the pieces around, without people being in the military, we got to stop looking at everything's physical. That was spiritual. See, Yah did that for you, brothers and sisters. Yah is removing you out of the military. He don't want to have to kill you. Let me say that again. Yah is moving our people out of the military. He don't want to have to hurt you. You fire a weapon at the Lord, he'll kill you. Because now you're an enemy to him because all he sees is them military uniform clothes you got on. You fire off a weapon at him and he'll slay you. So what he doing is removing his people out the military so he don't have to slay you and slaughter you with the rest of the enemies. Did not he tell you to come out of her, my people? Do not be partakers of our sins. If you fighting in the military, you're a part of this military. So you become an enemy to your Hamashiach and your father Yah. So you better look at this spiritual and not physical. So like I said before, family, y'all ready to go ahead and handle business and do what we always do, right? With your sword swing. Let's get it. want to show y'all this first video what Donald Trump is saying. But like I told y'all before, if you haven't read the story of Ahab, you need to go read it. He was married to Jezebel, and Donald Trump is acting just like Ahab. He acting like a big old child, a big old kid who can't get his way. And when he don't get his way, now he want to threaten everybody with military action. How you going to go take somebody's land, bro? How you going to go to Denmark, to Greenland, which is Denmark, and you're going to take those people's land, and then you're going to say, well, if you don't sell me the land, I'm going to put tariffs on you. Now, you sound like a child, bro. You can't just come take somebody. Well, I mean, y'all used to doing that, so maybe you can just go take somebody's land because that's what y'all usually do. You just take stuff that don't even belong to you. You just take it. But now it's coming out that you taking it from other Europeans that's like you. Because now you're going to threaten these people with military actions till now they got to go put soldiers, armed forces, the Danish armed forces in Greenland because Trump is threatening these people with military action, family. Let me show you. Let's get this video. Absolutely. Absolutely, Sandra. Let me open up this window. I want y'all to look at this thumbnail that I made. Look at this. Look at this man. Oh, man. Boy, the Most High is doing the work with Trump, y'all. I told y'all the last time I was live. The Lord used the basis of men to fulfill his will. Trump is no different than any other president, emperor, king, whatever you want to call him. He's a base man. A base man is somebody who have no morality, a murderous mind. Then this man is talking about using military action against Greenland. He already sitting up here talking about using military action against Iran. And now y'all saw what he did to Venezuela. What did he do? Use military action against them. The Lord is causing all the nations. They're going to turn on this place, man. Man, Trump is racking up a lot of enemies, family. See, everybody, especially white folk, they looking at this like, man, Trump is doing a power move. This is going to be great for America. Boy, y'all have no idea what's coming to you European, Caucasian, white folk. But y'all just be so jolly and happy, especially when y'all, taking other people's stuff. Oh, it make you feel so good that you get to live in prosperity off the back of other people's stuff you stole, stuff you didn't never work for. I implore you, my brothers and sisters, if you haven't read a book called Black SF, a history book, oh my God. Boy, I'm reading this book because I just got through reading Huey P. Newton book, the dude that was a part of the Black Panthers. I read his whole book. Beautiful. Awesome. I see why people love him. I read another book. I mean, I just been reading different books. Like I'm on my 4th book right now. But now I'm reading this book called Black is F. It's about Black history. And inside of this book, they breaking down everything before the slave trade started and after the slave trade. And guess what? European Caucasian people didn't even know how to plant food, y'all. They didn't even know how to plant crops. Do you hear me? So what they did, because they didn't know how to work the field, they needed somebody to work the field. So who y'all think they went and got? Slaves. Black people who know how to do everything because they too lazy to do it for themselves or learn how to do it. So when you hear white people calling y'all lazy, don't listen to that. You better go read their history. The people didn't even know how to plant crops. They didn't know how to do nothing. So that's why they went and got slaves to do it, family. So let's just keep this all the way real. White folk lazy. They lazy. That's why they get us to do the hard work, and they benefit from the hard work, and now they living in prosperity off the back of your hard work. That's what this country is built on, family. They used to taking, not working for it. They rather take it. We got to keep it real. I'm here to keep it real. I ain't here to do no sugarcoat. Awesome video, Dee. Oh, my God. Dee, you're cold with it, man. I just played it before you came, but I'll play it again at the end. Beautiful, my sister. Talented. Very talented. So like I'm telling y'all, KJ is never going to sugarcoat. Even the white folk, listen to me. I gotta keep it real. Your ancestors, they always taking everything and they didn't know how to build. That's why they needed us to come build for them. That's just the truth. So what they still doing today? Taking people. They are takers. They don't care how you feel about what they take. Look at Donald Trump. He's trying to take Greenland. He just want to strong arm the people. That's them people land, but he still want it. He want to take it because they are takers. Let's get to the video. Here we go right here, family. Let's get it. Let me bring the screen in close. Bam. There we go.
Air Force Base, where he's headed down to Florida. The president is on the South Lawn. He just left a little while ago for Andrews Air Force Base, where he's headed down to Florida to spend the weekend. And now the president coming up to the microphone. Let's listen.
Thank you, Mr. President. Can you explain how your great healthcare plan will impact Americans' health insurance premiums?
It's going to be it is a tremendous plan. It's called the Great Healthcare Plan. And we're going to get tremendous reductions, as you know, through, if you look at medicines and prescription drugs, they're going to come down by numbers that have never been seen before. And we're doing that by most favored nations. And other nations, whoever pays the lowest in the world, that's what we're going to pay. Right now, we're paying sometimes 10 times higher than other nations. So we have favored nations. That's been approved. Other nations have, for the most part, agreed to it. And they had no choice. Otherwise, we were going to put tariffs on them. So the healthcare plan that we're coming, the money's going to be paid directly to the people. So it goes directly, not to the companies, not to the insurance companies. It's going to go directly to the people, and the people are going to buy their own health care. They'll get much better health care at a much reduced
Mr. President, pull out of NATO if it doesn't help you acquire Greenland. If it doesn't lead to
well, we're going to see. NATO has been dealing with us on Greenland. We need Greenland for national security very badly. If we don't have it, we have a big hole in national security, especially when it comes to what we're doing in terms of the Golden Dome and all of the other things. We have a lot of investments.
Did y'all just hear that? We need Greenland for national security. See, Trump is trying to get a military advantage. If you really look at it, family, all the European nations, they all trying to get a leg up. They all trying to get a leg up. That's why they invest so much money in military weapons, family. See, they know these weapons are going to be used one day. They just don't know when. Because only y'all know when. Only y'all know when he going to say it's time to release the buttons. Or we can go with Revelations 9. Those 4 angels which are holding back the 4 winds, which are the Gentile nations. Well, how you know they the 4 winds, K. Judah? Because in Daniel chapter 7, it called them the 4 winds of heaven. So what are the angels holding back? The 4 winds, which are the Gentile armies. The angels are holding them back that they don't attack each other until the set time. That's why the Bible say wars and rumors of wars. Because once y'all release those angels in Revelations 9, it's over, family. It's going to be hell on earth. But guess what? The good thing about it. Y'all say, I'm going to bring my people through the fire. Our faith is going to save us. Not me being an Israelite. My faith in Yahshua is going to save me. Not me being an Israelite. Not me having on the garment. Not because I know the 10 commandments. Not because I say I believe in the Torah. No, Yahshua, faith in him and obedience to the Most High and have the right mind and the fruits of the Spirit is going to save me. Not me being an Israelite, but me having faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. So that's why I say don't put so much stock in being an Israelite, but put all your money and invest in you knowing that Yahshua is the Son of the highest and made the atonement for our sin. And through him is salvation by no other name. That's how we going to be saved, family. So this battle that is coming is not for you, Israel. That's why the Bible says he going to let every brother turn his sword against his brother. Who fighting right now? Gentile nations, which are brothers. Can I ask y'all a good question, if y'all don't mind? Why, when it comes to Gentile nations, they can all be different? What do you mean, KJ? Well, the people in Germany is not Poland. And the people in Albania is not Serbians. And the people in Great Britain, you see what I mean? They all are different European Caucasian folk within Europe with different languages, different lands. But when it comes to us, we can't be different, y'all. We have to be Ham. But not the European nations or not any other nations. North Korea and South Korea, they don't even like each other. They don't like each other. Chinese people and other Asian people, that they all family, but guess what? They be having wars and fighting each other too. Because they different. Even though they the same family, but they got different culture, different land mass, different way of living. But when it come to us, black people, we got to be Ham. We got to be African, y'all. We can't be Israel. Everybody else can be different within their bones and the nation in which they live, but not us, y'all. We got to be Ham. Y'all see what I mean? Why we can't just be Israel, family? Why do we got to be African Israelite? Why I can't just be an Israelite? Why you got to put the African attached to it? Because if you ask a person from Great Britain who live in America, they're going to tell you, I come from Great Britain. I live in America. I come from Poland. I come from Germany. I come from Albania. I come from Serbia. They're going to tell you where they come from. And all white people don't like white people. They different within the European bones, and they even racist against one another. So why we can't be who we was meant to be? Because we got black skin like Ham. So now I got to be a Hamite. That's all I'm trying to get y'all to see, family. Everybody can be different but Israel. See, by lumping us up with everybody, it's like trying to pick through the black crowd. You don't know who is who unless they tell you. But we screaming it out loud. We Israel. We the people of the book. Nobody believes it. Now, y'all Hamites. You African.
Military, we have got the strongest military in the world, and it's only getting stronger. And you saw that with Venezuela. You saw that with the attack on Iran, with the knocking out their nuclear capability potentially. So, yeah, we're talking to NATO.
Mr. President, not militarily.
Sorry, guys, you cannot push too much. I don't talk about that.
Mr. President.
You urged protesters in Iran earlier this week to keep fighting in the streets and said that help was on the way. Is help still on the way, or has your bar?
Well, we're going to see. As you know, Iran canceled the hanging of over 800 people. They were going to hang over 800 people yesterday. And I greatly respect the fact that they canceled that.
Mr. President, Prime Minister Carney is in China. Prime Minister Carney is in China. How do you see the deals Canada and China have just signed, trade deals between the two partners?
Well, that's okay. That's what he should be doing. I mean, it's a good thing for him to sign a trade deal. If you can get a deal with China, you should do that.
I just wanted y'all to hear the Greenland part. Now, I'm about to show y'all. You know, they asking him all these questions about Greenland, but let me let you hear it this way. You can't go into somebody's land, bro, and just take it, family. I mean, even though we know that's what they used to doing, you can't do that, though. You can't just take somebody's land, family. I mean, you're not supposed to do it. Even though we know that Europeans are used to taking, but Donald Trump is just trying to strong arm them people. I mean, he even said, if you don't sell it to me, I'm going to use military action. And I'm going to put tariffs on you. 20% tariffs. Matter of fact, February the 1st, it's going to be 25% tariffs on NATO. So I want you to hear this. Look what they had to do because Donald Trump making threats. Look at what these people had to do, man. Here you go right here. Check this out, family. Look at what these people had to do because Donald Trump making threats. Israel, watch and pray. Family, watch and pray. You are soon to be delivered. I can't tell you when, what day, the month, the year. I know one thing, though. I pay attention to the prophecy and the signs of the time. The signs that let me know Christ said, in the days of these kings, I will set up a kingdom. We are in the days of these kings, family. I'm looking at the 10 toes right now, according to Daniel chapter 2. When Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and it said that a stone that was cut out from the mountains hit the toes. I'm looking at the 10 toes right now, family. So he said in the days of these kings. We are in the days of these kings. That's why when people say Rome fell, no, Rome took a death blow. A death blow and falling is two different things, family. He just took a wound. He never fell. Because the wound was revived through the European Union. That's why in Revelation, they got 10 crowns on their head. That's the EU, the European Union. It revived itself through them. Did y'all know that the treaties of Rome was signed through the European Union? The European Union nations that all got together, and that's how the treaties of Rome was signed. Look at the name of it, the treaties of Rome. Who was the fourth beast in the book of Daniel chapter 7? Rome. Who did Christ say should be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which should devour the whole earth? Rome. So when Rome took a deadly blow in 476 AD, it just took a deadly wound. Then it revived itself, family, so it never fell. The last person to try to revive it and bring it to the old state was Berto Mussolini, and he could not get Rome back to its former glory. He tried, but he couldn't get it there. So now Rome revived itself through the EU. That's why they signed the treaties of Rome. And guess what else? The European Union nations signed the treaties of Rome to bring all of Europe into one common market. Did you know that Europe have the largest European common market? They do trades and global trade. They got the largest one in the world, family. The Bible is a true book, man. These are all European nations that's about to go to war with each other, family. Y'all didn't set the stage for this, man. They gonna kill each other. So look at what they had to do because of Trump making threats.
An agreement about the future of the island, which President Trump says the US needs for national security reasons. Our Europe editor Katya Adler reports.
With the fate of their island hanging in the balance, Greenlanders, wherever they were on their icy island, were glued to the headlines. In the capital Nuuk, when we asked, people had a defiant message for President Trump.
We are the owners of this land, and we should run it ourselves.
We don't want to be a part of US, and they should leave us alone.
Meanwhile, 2,000 miles away in Washington, their foreign minister and her Danish counterpart prepared for a closed-door meeting in the White House with the US Vice President and Secretary of State. The first substantial talks between the three parties since President Trump began insisting Greenland had to be his during his first term in office. An intention he doubled down on again before and after talks.
Well, we're going to see what happens with Greenland. We need Greenland for national security, so we're going to see what happens. And we need it for national security, and that includes for Europe.
85% of Greenlanders say they don't want to be American, as these protesters outside the US Embassy in Copenhagen pointed out. Their worst-case scenario was averted. There was no my way or the highway message from the Trump administration. Instead, a pledge to set up a working group, postponing confrontation to another day.
Ideas that would not respect territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Denmark and the right of self-determination of the Greenlandic people are, of course, totally unacceptable. And we therefore still have a fundamental disagreement.
They do. Donald Trump insists he has to take this island. Otherwise, Russia and China will. around 10 European allies in NATO, including the UK.
Do y'all not hear what this man just said? I have to take it. Look at what them people just told us. This is our land. This our land. Trump say, I need it. I gotta take it. Because if I don't, Russia gonna get it. China gonna get it. So that's what I'm telling y'all. This is all for everyone to get to the advantage over the other. Just like when they lied and talking about they went to the moon because America was trying to beat Russia to the finish line, saying, "Oh, we've been to the moon first." Now one of them been to the moon, family, because you can't go to the moon. The moon is inside the firmament. Let me say that again. They lied and told us that the moon is out of space, but y'all put the moon in the open firmament of the heavens and called it heaven. So when you look up, you can see the stars, the sun, and the moon. So how is out of space if you can see it? Make it make sense. We in an enclosed environment, firmament, flat earth. We not on no globe. Talking about outer space with the planets of Jupiter, Mars, which is pagan name. I never read planets in the Bible. So if anybody can show me Jupiter, Mars, Pluto, I need to find space in the Bible. I never read space. What I did read is that in the open firmament, I put the sun, the moon, and the stars. And above the firmament is a great body of water. And above the great body of water is the throne of heaven with the angels and Yah and Yahshua. That's what I read. I never read space. I never read planets. But they telling us they've been to the moon in the space. Where is space? I told you, this is all for everybody trying to be the big dog. America want to be the big dog. Russia want to be the big dog. China want to be the big dog. Everybody want to be the big dog. That's why they all trying to get a step up in advantage over the other. Whether it's buying military weapons, man, these people spend billions of dollars on military weapons. Now, you know, if you're going to spend $1 billion on some weapons, you know you want to use them weapons one day. And God going to make sure they get used too, boy. You better believe it. You better believe it. Y'all going to make sure they are flying across the sky. And they going to destroy each other. It's not going to destroy you, family. That's why he say, come out of her, my people. Do not be partakers of her sin. So while our people want to join the military, my whole family was in the military. So I ain't disrespecting the military. What I'm telling you is that the time that you living in, stop looking at everything physical and look at it spiritual. So when Donald Trump was kind of moving pieces around and moving our people away from certain military positions, don't look at that as a bad thing. You need to look at that as spiritual. Because Yah and Yahshua is moving his people out the way. So when Yahshua come, he coming straight for the Gentiles and Edom. Let me say that again. He coming for Edom first, and then the Gentile nations. And Ham. Ham, you ain't exempt. You gonna get it too, Ham. You remember Tyre and Sidon, you sold us to the Grecians. If y'all go look up who the Grecians are, you sold us to the children of Javan. In Genesis chapter 10, Japheth's children, one of them name was Javan. Those the Grecians. You sold us to the Grecians. Ham, you got a hand and a part in this. That's why Ham got a seat at the table. Where your seat at the table, but you're a Hamite though, right? But Ham don't speak on your behalf, but you're a Hamite. Have you noticed that they want us to be Ham, but they don't speak on our behalf? They don't help us with nothing, but they want us to come back home to the continent of Africa, but they got a seat at the table, but they only say they speak for African nations, but they tell you to come back home to Africa. Make it make sense, people. Nobody speak on your behalf, but they want you to come back home, though. Where's your home, fam? Because the Bible say everybody should turn back to their own people. Where you gonna go? That's how I'm telling you. You got to put your faith in Yahshua, man. He gonna deliver you. But don't be putting your faith in other people and going running to lands because somebody telling you that's your land. No, you put your faith in Yahshua. He gonna deliver you. When it's time to go, you gonna know when it's time to go, because we pay attention to the signs of the time. We understand the prophecies and the signs of the time. I want to read this to you, though. Let me let this video finish, then I want to read y'all something. I'm going to get up out of here.
UK, France and Germany are scrambling to soon send troops and defence capabilities here. The numbers are unlikely to be dramatic, but the message to the US is meant to be clear. NATO is here to help. No need to take unilateral action and further risk transatlantic relations. Katya Adler, BBC News, Nook.
I've had these implants. Here y'all go. You heard it for yourself, family. You heard it for yourself. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. Move this to the side right there. Boom. I want y'all to look at Trump's face. Man, crazy. All right, here y'all go. Check this out. I want to show y'all where we at in prophecy right now. Let me show you where we at. Let me show y'all where we at. I'm going to go to the book of Daniel chapter 2. And let's deal with some prophecy. Daniel chapter 2, family. And I'm just going to go ahead and get straight to the point. Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. He needed somebody to interpret the dream. And this goes to prove that Yah don't deal with nobody but Israel. See, by us being in another man's land, family, they have tried to brainwash us to no return. What do I mean by this? Everything that we have been taught, whether it's religion or a lot of the doctrine, has come from European Caucasian white folk. I did a message showing all the false doctrines they have tried to implement within the Bibles. For one, reincarnation, we never taught that. None of our ancestors believed in reincarnation. None of our ancestors believed that you be raptured off and go to heaven. None of our ancestors believe when you die, you go to heaven. None of our ancestors ever believed in a Trinity. None of our ancestors never taught Trinitarianism, dispensationalism. None of our ancestors taught this, family. So where's all this stuff coming from? It's coming from Europeans, family. They implemented, just like there is no such thing as 613 laws. It's not in the Bible, family. When Moses was on Mount Sinai, he gave Moses 10 commandments. And a lot of the laws that's in the Bible applied to the priests, sons of Levi. It didn't apply to all Israel, y'all. So where's these 613 laws that people keep talking? And then I can show you the rabbi who came up with this 613 laws, man. It was a rabbi. The point that I'm showing y'all is that a lot of the doctrine that we believed in at one time based on Christianity and religion, it is not biblical. That's why we got to research these things and find out, man, where did it come from? This ain't in the Bible, man. I never read no 613 laws I got to keep. Man, this man gave us 10 commandments. Then he gave us the statutes, the judgment, a charge. That's what he gave us, y'all. Judgments, commandments, charge, and statutes. He didn't give us those 613 laws, man. It's not in there, family. And if you go on my other channel, I got every heathen who brought out a false doctrine in our manuscripts, and I showed their name and picture and showed you what they was teaching at the time they brought or tried to bring it into the scriptures. And none of our ancestors believe none of these things these people teach. We all knew, our ancestors knew when you die, you go in hell, which is the grave, because hell is used interchangeable. You can say hell, which means the grave, or you can just say the grave. But you got to understand the context in which hell is being used, because you got hell, the lake of fire, and you got hell, the grave. Christ said, you would not leave my soul in hell. He wasn't talking about the lake of fire. He was talking about the grave, family. So none of our ancestors believe when you die, you go right to hell or right to heaven. If that's the case, what is the white throne judgment for then if you go right to heaven when you die? Make it make sense. Or if you judge when you die, what you need a white throne judgment for then? Let's go to Daniel chapter 2. Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. He couldn't interpret the dream. They had to go get the captive Daniel of the tribe of Judah. And what did Daniel say? This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 31. It say, thou art king, sawest, and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, and his legs of iron, his feet part iron and part clay. A lot of people have asked me, man, what do that part iron and part clay mean? The Roman kingdom at one time was divided. That's why you got part iron and part clay. It was partly strong and partly weak. It was divided. The Roman Empire at one time was divided, family. Verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon the feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. I want to ask a good question. Why did the stone hit 10 toes? Why 10 toes, family? Why didn't just hit the head or the belly or the chest? Why did it wait to hit the toes? And why 10 toes? Let me show you why. Go to Revelation 13. And this is what we're looking at right now. And we can see it with our eyes, family. Revelation 13. Absolutely. Absolutely, young Joshua. That's why when I say Rome was divided, you had Western Roman Empire, Eastern Roman Empire. They was divided, family. And that's why it's part iron and part clay. Partly weak and partly strong, family. That's what that means. Revelation 13, I remember the stone hit 10 toes. Let me see why. Revelation 13, this is where we at in the world right now. I'm looking at the 10 nations, family. Pay attention to what's going on in Europe. Pay attention to what's going on in Russia. Pay attention to what's going on in America, what's going on in Iran, the Middle East, China. Pay attention, family. Because something is going to cause all hell to break loose. I don't know what it is yet, but I know it's going to happen. I know that for a fact. It's going to happen, family. Revelation 13, verse 1. And I stood up on the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Where we get the 7 heads from, family? If you go to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, it said that 10 shall rise, but 3 of them was plucked up by the roots. How many did that leave? 7, family. If 3 fell and it was first 10, how many we got left? 7. So he said 7 heads and 10 horns, right? And upon his horns, 10 crowns. Hold up. First it was 10 toes. Now it's 10 leaders, 10 nations with crowns on their head. But it said 10 crowns, 10 toes, 10 crowns, 10 toes. Knowledge, fam. Do y'all see? The Lord hit the toes because that's the last kingdom which will be ruling before he come back, which is the revived Roman Empire through the EU, which is the Big 10. Why it's called the Big 10, KJ? Because these are the original 10 nations that came up with the European Union. And these are the same European Union nations that signed the treaties of Rome. And what is the fourth beast called? The Roman Empire. Who was ruling when Yahshua came on the earth? The Roman Empire. Who fell in 476 AD? The Roman Empire took a deadly blow. They never fell. We still in the time of Rome, family. President Donald Trump is not the king of the earth. Guess who the king of the earth? The Bishop of Rome. What's his name? Pope. Holy Father. Papa. Vicar of Christ. It's the Pope, man. He the king of the earth, family. Did y'all know that the Pope got so much power that a Pope made a man stand in the snow for 3 days until he pardoned him? That's power. Made the man stand in the snow until he did his hand like this. You pardon. Trump ain't got no power to make nobody stand in no snow. Ain't nobody gonna listen to him. But you gonna listen to that Pope though. Did you know that if you commit a crime and you run the wrong, they don't gotta release you back. They can let you stay there. And ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Did you know that? Verse 1 again. And I stood up on the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horn 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. There you go, family. 10 crowns, 10 toes. So when people looking at what's really going on in the world, the man of sin will be revealed. Now, whoever this man of sin is it Pope Leo? I don't know. Because we know it ain't Pope Francis. He gone. But I know one thing, when they build that temple, which I think I already built, they just going to reveal it. That's who you're going to know who the man of sin is by the time they reveal that temple over there. Once they reveal that temple, the man of sin will be revealed in that time. Because the Bible said it in 2 Thessalonians. He's sitting in the temple as God, showing himself that he is God. It said a temple. So that means a temple has to be built for him to sit in it and say he God. So whatever temple, which I think I already built, they just haven't revealed it yet. That's when you're going to know, oh, the man of sin about to be revealed. Then you're going to really see this man of sin eyeball to eyeball. This man going to be the incarnate version of the devil. KJ, you just talking. Really? Oh, okay. Let me show you something right quick. 2 Thessalonians. Let me show you that this man really going to be the incarnate of the devil. Watch this. This is 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. And I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm going to get straight to the point. I'm going to go to verse 4. I'm going to show you that this man is going to be the incarnate version of the devil. Watch this. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. Who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God sitting in the temple of God. Revelation chapter 11 tell you that they're going to build a temple. It is given to the Gentiles to tread underfoot 40 and 2 months. How long is 42 months? 3.5 years, fam. That's how long this man of sin going to rule this earth. He going to wear out the saints. He going to wear out the whole earth, family. He going to make you accept a mark. You won't be able to buy or sell. Verse 4, who opposing and exalted himself above all that is called God, so that he is worshipped, so that he is God sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withhold it, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only it was working in Paul's time. Paul said it was already working. It was working through who? Rome. Rome, family. For the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way. And then should that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord should consume with the spirit of his mouth, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming. But KJ, you said that this man is the incarnate version of the devil. I did say that. Verse 9. Here you go. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Who got the power to do this? The Bishop of Rome, family, who everybody bowed down to and kiss his ring. This is where we at in the world right now. We are in the stages of World War III kicking off, when the Lord bring all the nations down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. I believe 2026 is going to be the year of nothing but wars and rumors of wars. War talk, war fighting, weapons, threats. Because a couple years ago, it was the year of get that Kool-Aid put in your body. 2026 is going to be the year of nothing but wars and rumors of wars. And that's where we at right now. Wars and rumors of wars, y'all. The whole year going to be nothing but threat talk. What somebody going to do to somebody? See, I know that time is winding down. Because when I read prophecy, I know that the fourth kingdom is Rome, and that man of sin gonna devour the whole earth. Prove it, KJ. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7. We're looking at the 10 toes right now, family. Pay attention to the European Union. It's right there in front of you. All you have to do is pay attention. Don't just focus on America. See, everybody keep talking about America, Mystery Babylon the Great. Did you know that Babylon is a worldwide system? Mystery Babylon is everywhere, family. It's not just America. America is a daughter of Mystery Babylon. Let me say that again. Mystery Babylon the Great is a religious entity. We all have drunk of the wine of her fornication, meaning her false doctrine, her lies, her religion. She's a prostitute, family. And she got daughters who prostitute too. And they teach the doctrine of their harlot mother. And that mother even called herself the mother church. Who called herself the mother church? Rome, not America. America get her religion from Rome. So how can she be Mystery Babylon the Great and everybody don't follow the religion of America? You got all kind of religions in America. But boy, that Mystery Babylon the Great, you get your doctrine from that filthy prostitute. And she called herself the mother church. And the Bible say, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. Oh, you call her the mother of harlots because the harlots are her daughters, and she's the mother of our religion, and her daughters spread her doctrine. I'm a Baptist, KJ. No, you ain't. You a Catholic Baptist. KJ, I'm Seventh-day Adventist. No, you ain't. You a Catholic Seventh-day Adventist. KJ, I'm Southern Baptist. No, you ain't. You a Catholic Southern Baptist. KJ, I'm Pentecostal. Catholic Pentecost partner. All religion come from Rome. All of it. So it don't matter what you call yourself. It is Rome. What you think Christ dying on Friday and rose Easter Sunday morning came from? Rome. What you think December 25th, Christ, that's his birthday? Where you think they come from? Rome. Bunnyland eggs. Rome. Who changed the Shabbat? Rome. Rome, fam. That's why he called her the mother of harlots. America ain't the mother of harlots because we don't all follow the doctrine of America because America get the doctrine from Rome. So how can you be above your mother if your mother is a filthy prostitute and you the daughter of your filthy mother, which is a prostitute too? So that's why I'm telling y'all, Mystery Babylon is a worldwide system. She is everywhere. She is just not in America. She is worldwide because our doctrine has spread all the way to Africa. You got people in Africa talking about I'm Catholic. I practice Catholicism. Y'all see that? That come from Rome. Catholicism come from Rome, right? It's all the way over there in the continent of Africa. Spread all over there to America. Everywhere. Worldwide. Worldwide, family. Okay. Let me show y'all. Remember when I just told y'all that the fourth beast should be the fourth kingdom upon earth, right? I want to prove this. Because in the time that Daniel was getting a prophecy, he saw the four winds of heaven. And the first one was Nebuchadnezzar, then the Medes and the Persian, then the Greeks, and then guess who was last, y'all? Rome. This is Daniel's chapter 7, and I want to prove that the fourth beast should be the fourth kingdom upon earth before Yahshua come back. This is Daniel's chapter 7 and verse 23. Daniel chapter 7, verse 23. And it reads, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth. There y'all go. He shall devour the whole earth and tread it down and break it in pieces. Family, the fourth kingdom was Rome, family. He just said that the fourth kingdom should be the fourth kingdom upon earth. So I want you to notice something. If I read verse 24, after reading verse 23, it's going to say this. Watch this. Listen. Verse 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings. Now watch this. Hold on. Let me show y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. Yo Elohim is powerful. Watch this. I'm about to show y'all right now. It's going to make all the sense in the world when I open up this window. Now, remember what he just said, right? He said the fourth kingdom should be the fourth kingdom upon earth, and 10 shall rise, right? Look at this. Okay. Now, you can go verify everything that I'm showing y'all with history. And it's going to bag it up. Everything that I'm showing y'all. Now, remember, he just said 10 shall rise, right? But I want you to notice something. I'm going to bag up to Daniel chapter 7, same book, and verse 8. Watch this, family. This Bible is a cold piece of work. If it was not for the Bible, we would not know history. We would not know half of the things that didn't happen in history. The Bible bags it up, family. And it's about to bag up this right now. Watch this. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. I consider to the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. There go that man of sin, before whom 3 of the first horns was plucked up by the roots. Now, he just said that 3 horns got plucked up. Did y'all know that this is documented history? If you go look this up, that the 3 horns that Rome plucked up was the Hurlians, number 1, the Vandals, number 2. Look, I'm going to bring it in for y'all. Look at this. Hurlians, plucked up. Vandals, plucked up. And the Archigots, plucked up, family. These are the 3 barbarian tribes who fought against Rome and gave it a deadly blow, which was barbarian tribes of the Hurlians, the Vandals, and the Archigots. He said 3 of them was plucked up by the roots. These are the 3. Now, you remember in Revelation 13, it said 7 heads and 10 horns. This is why it was 7. Because 3 of them was plucked up by the root, family, which left what? 7. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Berto Mussolini was the last one to try to revive this old Roman Empire, but he cannot get it to its former glory. Now, remember, though, he said 10 shall rise. Napoleon Bonaparte, he tried. Charles V, he tried. Otto tried. Charlemagne tried. Justinian tried. What are we looking at right now? Number 10, the beast system. The beast system, family. 7 heads and 10 horns. We looking at the beast system right now. So if the 3 was plucked up by the roots, Revelation 13 say 7 heads and 10 horns, we looking at the 10th resurrection. Because it was supposed to rise and fall 10 times. The last one to try to get it to its former glory was Berto Mussolini. He couldn't do it. So guess who's going to do it? The European Union, which is called the Big 10. The Big 10. With 10 crowns on their head, because the crowns represent a leader of the Big 10. Each one of those 10 represent somebody in that nation who represent that nation, and they got a crown on their head because they are the leader of that nation. This is what we at right now. This is the prophecy. So when you're looking at all these wars and rumors of wars, it's happening fast because we are in the days of these kings. And once these fake Jews show that temple that they built, because I believe it's built already, they just going to reveal it to the world. That's when that man of sin going to be revealed. Because he going to sit in the temple as God, showing himself that he God, and he going to exalt himself like he God. But he is coming with all the workings of the devil. So everybody want to focus on Trump. Trump ain't no big dog, people. Trump is doing what he's allowed to do. They put Trump in office. You got people behind Trump that run this world. Trump don't run nothing, family. There was a woman that used to work with Bush. She said the bankers put Trump in there. So it can be a takeover. They using Trump to take over. That's why he's trying to take Greenland. That's why what he just did in Venezuela. Now he's sitting up here trying to threat Iran because you got the 3 largest oil reserves in the world. Guess who number one, y'all? Venezuela. Guess who number two? Iran. Guess who number three? Saudi Arabia. So now y'all see why Trump went over there to Venezuela. They number one in oil reserves. And then Iran number two. Now he threatened Iran. But see, he know if he do something to Iran, here come Russia. Here come China. Here come them big dogs. See, America thinks she a big dog, but you got other big dogs out there who can match the intensity of the big dog. So that's why Trump go over here to these little bitty small nations and he bullied them. But he can't do that to Russia and China. Because they some big dogs. China got what, 1 billion military personnel? Come on now. Just by himself, his army is bigger than America and Russia. Talking China. And China is friends with Russia. And Iran is an ally of Russia and China. Medes and Persians all over again, y'all. Make it make sense, man. Come on. This is where we at, family. Prophecy is unfolding. It's jumping off the pages, man. See, all the stage is being set because order out of chaos. It has to happen so the man of sin can be revealed. Because what's going to be his job? To act like he bringing peace to the world. Come on, brothers. Everybody put down their swords. Beat your swords into plowshares and your spears into pruning hooks, and we're going to have peace. We need peace. We need all men to come together. That's what this man of sin gonna come and do. He gonna act like he just so loving and kind and he speak as a lamb, but inwardly he's a dragon. Because it's gonna be the same man make you take the mark of the beast. This gonna be the same man say he can't buy or sell unless you worship his image, which he gonna make that's gonna walk and talk. This man gonna make fire come down from heaven. This man is gonna be doing signs and wonders from the devil, and the Lord gonna let him do it. That's why the Bible say if it was possible, they can deceive the very elect. If it were possible, but it's not possible. But if it was, we can be deceived. Because this man gonna do some miracles, man, that we ain't never seen no man do, but the Lord gonna allow it to be for 3.5 years. And guess what? Most people gonna take the mark of the beast. That's gonna keep it real. They don't got no faith right now, so how you think you're gonna be able to turn on a switch when it's time to accept the mark or not? When your kids sitting up there saying, my mama, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, mama. I'm hungry, daddy. But that's why you got to build your babies up now. So you can strengthen their faith even from a young age so they can know how to be strong in the day of adversity. How to be strong in the day of the hour of temptation. How to say, no, I'd rather die. I told my kids straight up, don't ever turn on Yah. I don't care what you're going through in this life. Don't you ever put Yah as a second-class citizen behind nobody. And if you got to give your life up, you give it up. Guess why? I'll see you in the kingdom, son. I'll see you in the kingdom, daughter. I'll see you again. Don't ever turn on Yah. See, I'm strengthening my baby's minds now. So even when fear gripped them, I can look them in the eyes and say, look at me, look. Do not be afraid. Go ahead and give it up so I can receive you again to myself in the kingdom. So I can see you again and smile with you under that fig tree. We got to strengthen our babies while they're young, man. Now stop trying to wait till they 25, 19. Now you want to teach them the Bible. Them kids want to go have some fun. You got to grip them now. So that's why in the Revelation, it say he's at a 7, but he's at a 8. Why? Because he come of the 7. It was 7 heads and 10 horns, but he's the 8. Why? Because we looking at it to be revealed, which is the European Union beast system. And guess who's going to fight, y'all? You got it. Eastern Europe versus Western Europe. These are European Caucasian nations. Genesis chapter 10, the children of Japhet, they're going to fight each other in the valley of Jehoshaphat. And then when Yahshua come, he going to take down all Gentile nations. Even Ham going to get it too. See, everybody just looking at the Gentile European nation. Don't let Ham slip away. Ham did some terrible things to Israel. And guess who else? Them Arabs. The Arab slave trade was just as worse as the transatlantic slave trade. They did some horrible things to the children of Jacob, and they gonna get it too. See, our punishment is accomplished. We have drunk of the Lord's cup double. He's not coming to punish us, family. We done already been through enough. The Lord is coming to save you. It's time for the nations to know what it feels like to go through what you went through. It's time for the nations to look in the eyes of their babies and the baby laying there slain on side of the mama and the daddy. And they crying, pleading for mercy, but they show no mercy, so why should you get mercy? You pity nobody, so now you want pity. When black folk was begging white folk, man, treat me like a man, treat me like a woman, treat me like a human being. You said no, you spit on them. You dragged James Byrd in Texas to the man's body just fell apart. You did some horrible things to women because you say they can feel pain and they handle pain better than anybody. You did some horrible things to little infant babies. You barbecued black men. You tied their body to horses. You are a vicious heathen, a murderous heathen. And now you finna feel what murder really look like. Because guess what? Your own people gonna murder you. You think I'm playing? Your own Gentile Caucasian brothers, y'all gonna fight each other and murder each other. You gonna share each other blood. Since you like blood and since you ain't never hated blood, blood gonna pursue you. So let's have a blood feast, a blood bath. That's what y'all like to do, huh? The only thing, though, it won't be no black people involved in your blood bath, heathen. You gonna have a blood bath with your brother, whether he come from Poland, whether he come from Russia, whether he come from Ukraine, whether he come from wherever he come from. All of Japheth's children are about to squabble. And it's going to be ugly on their behalf. And the Lord going to make every man turn his weapon on his brother. And y'all going to kill each other, murder each other, unalive each other. Blood going to be spilled everywhere. And it won't be no black people involved in your fighting, partner. We call this white on white crime. But they won't put it in the news like right now. They don't call what's going on in the world white on white crime. Who fighting each other right now? White folk. White on white crime, baby. But do they call it that? Nope. But if there was number of black nations fighting, oh, look at these animals, just wild and despicable. Put them back in the jungle. Look at these monkeys. But when y'all fighting each other, it's just war and territory y'all fighting over, huh? Now, partner, this is white on white crime. And it's happening on the military level and also on the local level. Because y'all beat each other up over football games, baseball games, hockey games. You're throwing chairs at each other, forehead, beer cups. You're spitting on each other. You're running each other over with your car. Man, y'all are crazy. Crazy. We got to keep the faith, family. See, at the end of the day, family, I'm bold enough to say the things that need to be said because let's keep it real. Sometimes Caucasian people start to come around and then our people get quiet sometimes. Oh, I ain't going to say that because we got white folk in the chat box. I don't want them to think that we're against them good white folk. Look, man, I say it all the time. The people who accepted the truth, just get out of our way, Gentile. If you want to serve the Lord like Israel, serve the Lord like Israel. But boy, your Gentile brothers and sisters who sitting up here walking around with all that hate in their heart, and they sitting up here just despising the children of Israel, we don't got no love for you neither. Didn't the Bible say, do unto others you won't done unto you? But you got our people telling us to love y'all while y'all hating us. Man, you must have lost your mind. I don't listen to Negroes like that. They tell me to love the enemy, love those who want to kill me and my kind. Are you retarded? I love those who don't got a problem with my kind who have accepted the truth of Yah. That don't mean I trust you. Just accept the truth of Yah. See, my mind work like this. I don't know how nobody else's mind work. Somebody can ask me, brother, do you hate all people? And I look them in the eye and be like, I don't hate nobody. I don't trust y'all at all, though. So if you see me walking down the street and you say salute, and I say salute, that's peace right there. You know why? Because I ain't trying to do nothing to you, and you ain't trying to do nothing stupid to me that'll get your soul knocked out your body. So guess what? That's called living together in peace. I don't gotta kick it with you. What's wrong with you people thinking like when a black person say, I don't want to be around none of y'all. Oh man, he hate white people. You sound stupid. How can I hate you? Because I just don't want to be around you. That don't mean I hate nobody. I just don't trust none of y'all. You ain't gave me no reason to trust you. Your works and your fruit bear witness that, man, nobody can trust you. You don't even trust each other. European, Caucasian, white man. You don't even trust each other. Look what y'all doing to each other right now. Trump trying to take over Greenland. Russia threatened Trump. Trump threatened Russia. Y'all threatened China, Iran. Y'all Gentiles. You're fighting each other, and you don't even trust each other. You don't like each other. What's wrong with y'all? You can't stand each other. Even in your politics, Democrat, Republican, y'all fighting on the floor. You don't like each other. Y'all just know how to stabilize power and keep it in your possession, even though you don't like each other, but you know how to work together for the good of the white race, even though it's through malicious means, killing and slaughtering. But guess what? You know how to keep power between your though, partner, but you don't like each other. You despise each other. So why you worry about me liking you and kicking it with you? You don't even like kicking it with each other. Because rich white folk treat trailer trash white folk like trash. You despise your own white brother and sister when they poor living in the trailer park. You ain't got no love for them. So why you worrying about me when you treat your own kind like dirt? Oh man, you treat your own kind despicable when they don't got no teeth in their mouth, when they look dirty and bummy. A white man with a suit and tie, or look at a white man that's bummy, and he will walk past that white man and say, move, don't touch me, get away from me. That's how they do each other. But they worrying about you, black man and black woman, Israelite man and Israelite woman, and they don't even like each other, but they worrying about you liking them when they don't even like each other. Make it make sense, family. Why they worry about you so much? Shouldn't they be worrying about themselves? Shouldn't they be worrying about what's going on in their own affairs? Shouldn't they be worrying about what's going on in their country that they ruling in? All this squabbling and wars and women's of wars going on, but they worrying about the black man and black woman. Make it make sense. I don't trust no white people. I said KJ don't. My whole life, I'm not a dummy. Before I even knew I was an Israelite, I have eyes to see, family. I knew this is a people you should not trust. You cannot trust these people. They will stab you in the back. If a white person do a crime with you, you best believe that white person gonna say, he did it. They're gonna lie on you and give you the time. They're gonna give him probation. He ain't gonna do the righteous thing and say, nah, man, them drugs is mine, man. Them drugs ain't here. Them my drugs. Nah, he gonna let you take the charge. You can't trust these people, man. Look at what Paula Deen just did to that black woman. The black woman who came up with all the recipes. Paula Deen took the woman recipes and act like she came up with it and got rich off of what the black woman created. And look how God did Paula Deen in her old age. Nobody don't even talk about Paula Deen no more. You see how God do you? When you do put people dirty, look how God gets you when you're old. Nobody talk about Paula Deen no more. Look at what's going on with the Tenderlons. That old man and that white man. The white man then trademarked the black man name. Why he didn't trademark the black man name for the black man? He know the man up in age. Why he didn't do the righteous thing and put the name in the black man name? He put it in his name. You know why? You can't trust white folk. They dirty. That's why you better trademark what you create. They dirty. I got a book called Black Inventions. The white man created the patent machine so he can steal all our ancestors' inventions. This man is wicked. Show me what this man created in the world. Name it. Outside the patent machine, name it. This man ain't never created nothing. He a thief, a murderer, a robber, a killer of men, women, and children, the elderly. He don't care. Better wake up, man, and understand the time you living in. We're in a time of war, not the time of love. Being friendly, want to kick it, man. Stop teaching your children and lying to your children, black man, black woman, talking about love who you want to love. While they teaching their kids that you are not the same as a nigga. Oh, love who you want to love, baby. But they ain't telling their kids to love who they want to love. They teach their kids about economic empowerment while you teaching your kids to be friendly and love everybody. But they teaching their kids about war and power. You in competition with that nigga. You are not the same as a nigga. Wake up, family. I'm about to go. Wake up. The Bible says there's a time for everything under the sun. A time of love, a time of hate, a time for war, a time for peace. Show me we in peace. Show me we in the time of love. They are planning your genocide and you telling your kids to love everybody. I don't teach my kids stupidity. You know what I tell my kids? Respect all people, but don't trust them. Respect all people, but don't trust them. Do not trust them. That's what I teach my kids because I want to be honest with my baby. I'm not giving my babies no watered down version of this world. That ain't reality to me. I'm telling my kids what white people tell their kids. You're not the same as them. And I'm telling my babies the truth. You are not the same as them. Respect all people, but don't trust them at all. I remember a lady, when my little girl was about to graduate, she asked, is it okay if my baby could come spend the night with her daughter? The answer was N-O. No. We don't do that. I don't know you. Too much compassion can get you killed. Too much compassion can get you killed. Too much being friendly can get you killed. We the only people that do that. We got to stop that. You teach your babies the truth about this world. Stop lying to them and teaching them a watered down version of reality. This is not reality. You know your baby's not the same as them Caucasian kids, them East Indian kids, them Chinese kids, them Arab kids. They are not the same. They teach their kids they not the same as your kids, but you teaching your kids that we all the same. No, we not, man. We above all people, even at the bottom. We're the smartest people on the earth, even at the bottom. We're the most intelligent on the earth, even at the bottom. We are innovators, creators of all societies and cultures. That's us, even at the bottom. You tell your babies the truth. You are not the same as these nations. You're above them. That's why they come up with lies in the SAT scores. Their curriculum. They came up with this education curriculum for your babies to make their kids smarter than your babies because they know your babies are smarter than theirs. You don't come up with a lying curriculum to perpetrate a fraud to make your kids seem smarter than other kids. They came up with this educational system. So you know what they're going to do. They're going to make your kids seem like he need resource classes and Ritalin and make their kids seem smart. So when you do better than they kids, guess what they say? He must have cheated on the score. And you're going to tell me that are we the same? I'm going to say it one more time. Too much compassion can get you killed. Too much pity. Too much mercy. Too much trying to love all people. The Bible says respect all people. Live in peace with all people, which is basically respect. Because if you're walking in peace with people, you know, you're walking with respect and integrity. I'm not against that. I'm against us lying to our babies. I hear so many black kids say, well, my mama told me that I could love who I want to love. Well, my daddy and my mama told me that it's okay to love who I want to love. Your mama and daddy lying to you, young brother. That's not reality. That's why so many of our young people come up missing when they go spend the night at other people's houses. I remember the story of that little young brother. They found him in a lake in Louisiana. That old car came up in front of his house. A Caucasian woman picked this young brother up with her kids, and they found this baby in a lake with a hole the size of a baseball in his neck. His whole face was dismantled. But I bet you if you was teaching your kids not to get in car with strangers, and you were teaching your kids the reality of this world. And I want to say this, white women, stop telling your kids that if they see something wrong, run into the arms of a black person. Hey, let that kid walk right past you. Do not grab that kid for no reason at all. Your butt gonna go to jail. Don't be trying to use us. Boy, man. I almost said something, boy. Let me be quiet. You white people, y'all are manipulators. You better not tell your little white kid to come run towards me. I'm going to let your little white kid walk right past me and say, boy, you better go get your mama and your daddy. You better go find your mama and your daddy. Don't come running towards me. I told y'all, I don't deal with feelings. I deal with reality. That white child have no business running towards me because what his mama said. You better go find your mama and run to somebody else. As soon as the police come, they see you in my possession. They don't ask questions. They just draw guns. I don't trust that. You shouldn't either. So white women, stop telling your babies to run into the arms of a black man or black woman. A lot of our people are offended by you saying that. Your child need to be with you. It shouldn't be alone anyway to be able to run in the arms of somebody black. What's wrong with you? Shouldn't your child be with you? Your child shouldn't be wandering off anyway. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. What you supposed to do, Bobby, if something is wrong? Run into the arms of a black man. I be teaching your kids that. Gonna get a black man killed. I am from the South. 5th Ward, Houston, Texas. Born and raised. Been in Houston all my life. Born in Houston, bred in Houston. Lived in 5th Ward half of my life. That's where I'm from. Down south, the dirty south, the nickel, baby. I love my people enough to tell y'all the truth. I'm not gonna never come up here and give you a watered down version of reality. That ain't doing y'all no good if I come up here and say what people want me to say to make them feel good. That's goofy. And I'm not a goofball. And I'm not finna play with y'all like that. I'm gonna tell y'all reality. And I want you to tell me reality. I love your kids enough and my kids enough. We need to tell our kids the truth. Sit your babies down and tell them the truth about this world, family. Your kids can't just be friends with everybody. You think your child can go spend a night at a Caucasian person's house and them Caucasian people not thinking certain things about your child? Where's mama live at? Where he from? Will he steal? Hope they raised him right. Yeah, my family is from Louisiana, Byron. That's where my mom and them from. My mom and them moved down here to Houston when my grandmother, she was dying of diabetes, and they didn't have no good hospitals out there in Louisiana, so they had to move out here to Houston, where they had better hospitals at. So that's what my grandmother, my mother, all her siblings, they moved down here to Houston, Texas. They went straight to 5th Ward. And they got the best care for my grandmother that they could. And when I was born at a hospital called Jefferson Davis. And then, I lived in 5th Ward. So my grandmother and them been down here all that time. From the time I was born, they moved down here, and I was born down here in Houston. So I've been here all my life. I'm 45. I've been here 45 years. Houston, Texas. I love it too, man. I love Houston. It's a great city, man. It got its problems like everywhere. White, and let me tell y'all something. White folk, just like white folk everywhere, y'all. Same thing everywhere you live at. It's the same way down here, family. It's the same way down here in the South. And y'all know how the South can be. They're just a so-called Bible Belt with nothing but racist white people who tote guns. But the only difference about Houston and Texas, everybody got guns because it's an open state. It's a Republican state. So everybody got guns. So that's why you see a lot of shootings on the highways, because road rage. So everybody pulling out guns. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I don't trust these nations, bro. I don't kick it with them. I never kicked it with them. I don't let them in my house. I don't go eat dinner with them. If they speak to me, I speak back. I go on by my business. That's it, family. I'm telling y'all the truth. I've been like this my whole life. I don't need to be around other nations just for the sake of doing it, just so I can look like a good person. And that I got a multi-cultural friendship with all people. That's stupid. What I need to do that for? I don't got no reason to be around you. We don't got nothing in common, bro, but speaking to each other. That's it. I'm never going to understand you. You're never going to understand me. So why perpetrate a fraud? Like we going to understand each other, man. These people would never understand black people. Our plight, what we've been through, is so unique that even at the bottom of our society, everybody still got their eyes on the Negro that's at the bottom. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I also don't subscribe to Yah, Lord, Allah, God, Jesus, or any given to me by the Gentiles. Read the book of Jeremiah 14 and 16. Yeah, we don't do that name. Like, we don't do that over here. Whatever name our people use, ain't nobody gonna die for using no name, bro. Ain't nobody gonna die for using the name that they use, bro. So we don't do no name bashing over here. So if you don't use those names, salute to you, but we don't care about all that. See, that's what I mean too. Small stuff like that, I would never get into with my brother and sister. Like sometimes people start arguments, and I'm not saying you starting an argument. I'm just saying sometimes people start arguments over stuff that don't got nothing to do with nothing. If my brother or sister use the name Jesus, they use the name Jesus. If my brother or sister use the name Yah, they use Yah. Man, that name arguing and fighting up, bruh. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. So, if you don't use those names, salute to you. Use the name you choose to use, but that's not going to make a person more knowledgeable or less knowledgeable because they say Jesus. Because if you tell me that if I use the right name and the right name should give me more knowledge and it don't, and somebody use Jesus with the same knowledge as somebody used the right name, that let me know it go by the fruits of the spirit that a person walking in and not the name. So that's it right there. I mean, like my sister Reveal just say, man, we all just waking up. A lot of us come out of Christianity. So if we come out of Christianity and people still say the name Jesus, why is a person worrying about what name a person using that we need somebody to come and tell us what names to use? Make it make sense, man. I don't got time to be name bashing. I used to say the name Jesus. Just because I say Yahshua don't mean I got a problem with the name Jesus. I just like the way Yahshua roll off my lip when I say Yahshua HaMashiach. I love it. But if my brother or sister say Jesus, that don't make me more knowledgeable than them. It go about how you're walking and how you're living, not about the name. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what y'all right. Oh, this is goofy. Oh, this person in here causing problems. Okay, let me see. Sorry, I don't use chemical. I'm not like you. I only use things pertaining to black people. Man, get out of my chat and be quiet, goofball. Man, let me get you off my screen. Man, I thought you came in here and you was trying to learn something. Man, you came all the way over here to cause problems. Get out the chat, goofball. And if I was face to face, which I hit you upside the head with some baby powder and put you in the corner in time out for at least about 2-3 weeks and let you stare at a wall and eat peanut butter sandwiches. Shut up, Carlos. You talking too much in my chat. And you say anything else, I'm gonna kick you out the chat and block you. Because you talking too much, and too much talking, I can't handle too much talking, brother. It may seem real, it may even sound good, but I advise you to be quiet, Carlos. And by that name, Carlos, you ain't no Israelite. Who is you? You sound like a Fajiti or a Fajito. Carlos sound like a Spanish name. You might be black though. Don't get me wrong. So I don't want to jump the gun. Is you black, Carlos? Because as soon as you say you Hispanic, you ain't no Israelite. Unless you are Afro-Hispanic. And if you ain't Afro-Hispanic, I advise you to be quiet. Thank you, Woke Yoshi. Yahshua, Yahawashai is all Yah. Yahshua's name is in Yah name, and Yah name in his son name. But you over here telling us about name bash. Boy, you don't get up out of here, Fajito. I'm a Bantu. Oh, man, be quiet. You might be a Hamite. I'm a Bantu. If you're a Bantu, then you need to have some respect for your brothers and sisters that's over here in the United States of America. And if you cosplaying as a Bantu and claiming to be something you ain't, you wouldn't be coming over here being disrespectful to the chat, goofball. Because you wouldn't do that in no man's face. One thing I noticed about when I was growing up, my uncles always told me, don't ever play with no man, nephew. And I value that. You don't play with no man. Two men that know they men, they're going to be very respectful to each other because they know what can happen if they don't be respectful to each other. So I know that when people come around saying certain things, they wouldn't do that face-to-face with y'all, brother KJ. I'm telling you they would. Because I'll turn into a menace to society on them. See, people think because we're in the truth, you can be disrespectful in another man's face. Boy, not me. Not the way I was raised. You wouldn't play with me in my face. So you do it on YouTube. Y'all do it in the people chat boxes, being disrespectful, calling names. Man, go sit down somewhere, man. You can't get under our skin like that, bullet head. Ham are the children of Cain. Man, be quiet. Let me get you out of here. You say one more thing stupid, I'm going to block you. Ham are the chicken of Cain. You mean children? You put chicken. Man, shut up. You sound goofy. Ham is the chicken of Cain. You mean children, goofball? Learn how to write, man. And where your punctuations at? You ain't even got no punctuation in there. You supposed to put a comma after chicken, goofball. You up here writing a run-on sentence. At least if you're going to stop what you're trying to say, put a quotation mark, goofy. Don't say nothing else. I'm telling you right now, Carlos, I'm going to block you. Because you already said enough stupid stuff as it is. You just said Ham is the chicken of Cain. You mean children? And Ham ain't no children of Cain? Man, you a goofy, man. Man, say one more thing and watch. Watch what I do. You better not say nothing else. Thank you, Didi. Be careful, boy. Telling you right now. Because we don't play over here, man. Me and my family in this chat box, boy, we walk in love over here. So soon you start telling us what names to use, we already tuned you out. We don't do name bashing over here. From this channel to Bro Tim channel. We don't get into it with each other over stupid stuff what you talking about, goofball. I'm waiting on you. I'm telling Chakosai. I'm waiting on you, Chakosai. I'm waiting on you, Chakosai. Soon you say something, Chakosai, I'm getting you up out of here. You got to go, Queso. I'm telling you right now, you got to go. Ivan. Ivan, that boy said it was only 2 sons in the ark. Yeah, he got to go. Where he at? Hey, Reveal, he got to go. That boy said it was 2 sons on the boat. Where's his name at? Yeah, this goofy got to go. Carlos, we're going to holler at you, Carlos. I got to get you up out of here, buddy. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. Let me find your name. Somebody. Okay, there you go right there. Matter of fact, now, you say one more thing. I'm going to wait. I want to see where you're going with it, Carlos. The Father say his children would know his name, but you are saying it doesn't matter. We ain't said it didn't matter, goofball. We said that we don't name Bash. What's wrong with you? Can you hear? We don't name Bash, Carlos. So if some people say Yah, or Yahshua, or Jesus, or Yahweh Shai, we don't name Bash, Carlos. I never said the name didn't matter. I say we don't name Bash, Carlos. See how you put words in another man's mouth? It does matter. It just doesn't matter to y'all when it comes to salvation that somebody gonna die for saying Jesus, or Yahweh Shai, or Yahshua, or Yahuwah. Nobody not gonna die for that goofball. You know what they gonna die for? Sin. Sin. Wickedness. Walking in darkness, hating their brothers and sisters, doing what you doing, being disrespectful to the chat when we trying to learn, Carlos. We over here to fellowship, Carlos. It's 8:24 in the morning, Carlos, and look what you came over here to do. Why you come in my chat box to play with a man who can roast you under the table, brother? This the wrong channel to play, Carlos, because the people in the chat box gonna roast you, brother. And KJ gonna roast you some more, brother. And then they got wrenches that they gonna block you. So they'll give you a little chance. No, might put you in time out a little bit. Wickedness is forsaking his name and words. Yeah, you ain't no Israelite. You a Hamite. By that statement right there, you ain't no Israelite, boy. Because Israelite brothers and sisters, I'm talking the ones who really walk in the spirit, Carlos. We don't get into it over small things, Carlos. We walk in love with each other because we all still learning, and we all see through a part blind and part see, which is a glass. I part see and I'm part blind because I don't know everything, Carlos, and you don't know everything, Carlos. So that means you need to be quiet. Just be quiet, Carlos. Do yourself a favor. Be quiet, man. Be quiet. Just stop. Like my brother Byron said, his name is his spirit. My people that are called by my name, which are called by the spirit. Abraham did not walk in spirit. Yeah, you gone. Yeah, that's it. You lied on Abraham. Yep, I banned you. You got to go. Y'all got him out of here, family. Yeah, he got to go. He out of here. All right, man. I love y'all with the pure heart family. Look, listen to this. Listen to this, family. Y'all know that I cannot wait to see y'all eyeball to eyeball. See, we having fun on the chat right now. I want y'all to imagine when we in each other's presence, how this joy, how refreshing this gonna be when we actually in each other's presence. Look, man, when you go to bed, just think about what I'm saying. Vision is in your mind, y'all. All Israel together in one place. All Israel, y'all. All 12. We're going to get to know what tribe our brothers come from, who our brothers and sisters are, what tribe we come from. We're going to be back in our own land. We're going to have cattle. We're going to have vineyards. Man, he going to cause the springs of water to spring up. We're going to have rivers and valleys. We're going to have wheat and barley and wine and all good things, grapes and plums and peaches and bears and tigers and no my. When y'all just laying in the bed, just picture in your mind, one day all Israel gonna be back together, all 12 tribes. He gonna put the two sticks back together. Picture that in your mind. We sitting under a fig tree. No sun not beating up on us. It's gonna be shade. It's gonna feel good. Because look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The land that the Lord gave us, y'all, this is what people need to also understand. The land that the Lord gave you, Israel, is neither cold nor hot. Guess why? Because we're a tropical people. Our land was blended. The weather was blended. He gave Ham where it was nothing but hot, just hot. Now, does that mean it don't rain and snow? And no. I'm telling you what he gave them. He gave them the hot parts. He gave Shem neither cold nor hot. And he gave Japhet where it was cold. Our land is blended, family, because we're a tropical people. So I can't wait to go home to be in the presence of my beloved family. I can't wait to go home, to be singing and rejoicing with my family. I can't wait to go home, to sit under a fig tree, and I could just reach up my hand and grab me a peach and go, ooh, oh my. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Big salute to the family. Many blessings. And thank y'all for coming to this sword swinging session.
Yeah. The waves stood high, the night was cold, feet on the sand, hearts feeling bold, a path of dry where waters flow. Oh, step by step they march through time. Oh, faith in Yeshua, hearts aligned. Oh, yeah, Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh, yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Egypt's chariots chasing fast, chains of the past that couldn't outlast. Freedom ahead, no looking back. Lifted hands to the open sky. A miracle where the ocean lies. Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Well, the dark into light. Oh yeah. Well, the dark into it. Sky was angry, the wind would bite, the waves were roaring in the dead of night. Fear crept in like a thief unseen. Oh, where's the calm, where's the serene? Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. He spoke the words and bent the wheel. The storm obeyed the master's thrill. Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. He stood unshaken while we shook, eyes like fire, the storm he took. Not a whisper of doubt in his steady tone. He stilled the sea like it was his own. The winds they bowed, the waves they knelt, the power of his voice we felt. Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. Oh, he spoke the words and bent the will. The storm obeyed the master's thrill. Yeshua told the water, peace, and heaven's kiss. Oh, when chaos calls and fear runs wild, he speaks the peace to every child.
Man, I want to ask my beloved family a question.
Who's bad? 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 Who's bad?
And Mr. Michael Jackson bad with the scriptures want to say, salute. In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with your brother K. Judah, the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Short Sham, Elder Beryl Wack, the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, and my beloved Elder Bro Tim, the certified code teacher in this truth, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And like Sister Eve said, Ham got the hairline like the roll, roll, roll your boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. His hairline is just a dream. Love y'all, family.